Hello, hello, hello. Wow, I look so green up here. What's happening? That did not help the situation. We'll move that away. So I had to come upstairs because the kids were crazy downstairs, and I actually wanted to be able to focus and get you guys all of the value that I know you're gonna get. So if you guys are live with me right now, that little red live button is there. Drop the word live down below. Let me know, where are you coming in from? I absolutely love to find out how far I've reached because there's so many people. And I'm coming in from Sumner, Washington. So that's where I am. And yeah, we're just gonna get started. So I did a thing today, and I'm gonna share it with you guys so you guys know where I'm coming from. So one of the big, huge things that we train with our teams is to make sure that they have their goals written down, right? Like, do you have your goals written down? I would love to know. Do you write your goals down? Do you write them monthly? Do you have a year goal? Do you have a 5-year plan? What, like, all the men are like, oh, nope, I'm done. A 5-year plan, I'm out. I'm just kidding. So what do your goals look like? Do you do your goals daily? Do you do your goals monthly? Do you do them weekly? Do you do them by the year? How do you do your goals? For me, I have a daily goal of, this is what I'm going to get done. We call them our DMOs. So daily methods of operation, right? So every single day, whether that be in our personal life or whether that be in our business life, we have certain things that have to get done, right? Like our personal life, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you do your hair, all of those, you get dressed, right? I mean, I work from home, so sometimes that just means a shirt and pajama bottoms, but you get the idea, right? So when people talk about they want certain things in their life, right? They want to hit this goal at work, or they want to be they want to have a certain amount of money in the bank. Maybe they're working on paying off credit cards, or maybe they are working on making a certain amount of money into their savings account, right? So now, if you wanted to do that, you have a goal, right? You have to write down the goal and say, okay, I want to have $5,000 in my savings account by the end of the year. How are we going to get there, right? You're not just going to go, oh, I'm going to put $5,000 in my savings account by the end of the year, and it's going to magically work, right? Like, if you're magic, please let me know, because I sure as heck am not. And so if you're magic and just can make that happen, you must show me your ways. However, for most people, we can't just say, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and then voila, it's done, right? And so I like to have we call it reverse engineering, kind of, right? So like, take my business, for instance. I have a specific rank that I want to hit at the end of every single month, or a specific dollar amount I want to make at the end of every month, right? So I don't wait until the last week of the month to figure out how I'm going to get there, right? So it's like when you get in your car and you're going somewhere you don't know, you set your GPS up before you leave the parking lot, right? Or you're going to end up in somebody's cow field somewhere, right? And so if we're setting up a GPS to get us from point A to point B, then why are we not doing that with our goals, right? Whether that be a daily thing, whether that be a weekly or monthly, a yearly thing, we need to make sure that we have a GPS for our goals, and we know exactly where we need to be. We're going to have a checkpoint, right? We're going to have a checkpoint the first week of the month. We're going to have a checkpoint the second week of the month. We're going to have a checkpoint the third week of the month, so that at the 4th week of the month, at the end of the month, we know that we're going to be on track and we're going to actually be at our destination, right? Makes sense? And so if you don't have those goals written out, you don't have somebody who you have an accountability partner maybe, and you're checking in once a week, or maybe if it's a huge goal, maybe you're checking in once a month, right? And so you want to make sure that everybody that's going to be in accountability with you knows what you're going for, right? If you say, hey, I want this goal, but then everything that you're doing doesn't add up to that goal, like weight loss, for instance, right? You have to get on the scale in the beginning to see where you're at. And then you have to continually get on the scale like once a week, twice a week, however many times you're going to see where you are along the way. See if you need to tweak something. Maybe you need to add more water. Maybe you need to make sure you're tracking your food. Maybe you need to something, right? But you have to have some kind of accountability, and you have to have some check-ins, and you have to make sure that you're on the right route, right? So I will show you what I worked on today. I normally do one of these every single year. You can call them vision boards. You can call them dream boards. You can call them future boards, whatever you want to call them. Sorry, you're a little bit sideways now. Let's try to sweeten you up there. And so this is my vision board. No, you guys can't see it very well. There we go. So this is my vision board for 2021. For the end of 2020 and moving on to 2021. So you can have different parts to it. I've got some financial stuff down here. I've got some Bible study stuff up here, some faith-based stuff. I've got some personal development and my own journey with weight loss and the keto diet and that kind of thing. Up here, we want to get a new house. We have to get a new house. There's not a want, it's happening because we need a new house. And then of course the family, and just making sure that you're there when it's important. It says life's better when you're in it. So be there. Because, you know, we started these businesses, we started, entrepreneurship, right? Whoa. Because we didn't want to have to punch a time clock, and we didn't want somebody else to tell us when we could go where. And, we just didn't, we wanted something else. We wanted something more, right? And so, being your own business owner is not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. Like, I work way more than I did when I worked at my regular 9-to-5, but with this being, you know, my vehicle, right? So as an entrepreneur, the harder I work, the more money I make. Where before at my 9-to-5, the harder I worked, the more money somebody else made. So just make sure that you write down your goals, you figure it out, you reverse engineer. Like I said in the very beginning, if you wanted to just save money, right? You're going to set a goal and say you want $5,000 in a savings account by the end of the year. How much are you going to have to put into that savings account every payday or every Friday or whatever it's going to be to get you there by the end of the month or the end of the year, right? And so you have to have a GPS, so to speak, of your goals. And so just make sure that you set the goal and that you figure out what you have to do to get there. Because if you don't, you're just aimlessly driving, right? And you have absolutely no idea where your destination is because you have no idea what road to take to get there. So that's what I worked on today, was what did I want to see and how am I going to get there? So I would love to see what your goals are. Maybe you have a goal for the end of the year. Maybe you have a goal for next year that you're already working on. I would love to see what those are, and be able to cheer you guys on to get it, whatever it is. So anyways, happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great day and you've set the tone for an awesome week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.